Hey y'all. So yesterday I made a video about my check-in from a couple of days ago and how I was experiencing some pretty intense inflammation and water retention from the stress of the week, poor sleep, stuff along those lines. And so I wanted to follow it up today with some more practical application, a bit of proof of concept, if you will, that the implementations that I put in, which were very simple in nature, elicited a really good change. The moral of this video is going to be when you're looking at making adjustments, you need to consider the big picture. All right. So let's dive in. So what we have here is within 1 week. So basically my check-in from 2 weeks ago to this last week. Within 1 week, I gained a bunch of weight, a bunch of inflammation in my midsection, like a watery I look. And then after just 2 days of my interventions, my midsection tightened back up. You can see how I have more oblique lines down by the hip. It's a little bit tighter. I need to shave, but overall, like the body weight came back down and things have leveled back out nicely after again just 2 days of the interventions I put in place. Some objective changes that happened in these couple days. My midsection looks way tighter than it did here in the middle, much more like it was a couple weeks ago. Body weight came back down to baseline. So from 234.4 here to 231. Now it's 230.5 on the far left here. I actually like this look on the far right. So hey, maybe that half pound was good weight added. Again, water weight can fluctuate by a few pounds even per day, as you're seeing. So like that half a pound, I'm not super concerned about. Subjectively, my digestive issues are back to normal. No more bloating. Again, midsection looks way tighter. Gas, all those things are just leveled back out after having eaten a little bit less food the last couple days. Sleep quality is improved. I also made sure I got enough sleep. My muscle soreness is back to normal. I'm not feeling like the DOMs just walking around. And I'm super excited to train today. So I took a couple days off of training, which I'll cover here in just a second. And I feel really, really pumped to train, which is a huge subjective thing we need to consider. So what did I change? I decreased calories from carbs and fats to give myself and my digestion a bit of a break. I took a couple of days off from training. I'm a huge proponent of if you're starting to notice dysregulation in your body, you take some days off or you pull back in some way. That's your body just trying to tell you that you need that little bit of a break. I got some extra sleep, so I made sure I slept 8 hours the last couple nights and I actually took a nap yesterday when I would normally have been training. I woke up feeling absolutely incredible from that. Naps are highly underrated. I actually made a post a couple days ago on the benefits of napping before training. If you're actually a little bit sleep deprived, can outweigh the benefits of caffeine. Now together, they're pretty dope. And then I also took a couple relaxing walks outside, and I spent some time outside at the zoo with my family for Mother's Day, which was fun. Also, those few extra steps I got at the zoo, it wasn't like anything crazy intense. I was kind of just meandering around, but it's also enough to help me like kind of reduce the hunger sensations I was feeling from having eaten less food. But I also was able to, pull off a little bit of water weight just from the activity, and it was hot outside, so I sweated it out a little bit as well. So what did we learn? Number one, I need to shave my midsection a little more regularly. When you're hairy, you guys know it's hard to keep on top of. It's important to look at the big picture when making decisions. Okay, do not make snap judgments off of just one or two variables, and don't flip out. The scale is changing rapidly. So a lot of you who see a little bit of water weight gain or feel a little bit bloated, you think you didn't lose any weight that week or whatever it is, you cannot take those variables with too much weight. You need to again look at the big picture. Simple changes, normally in the form of some sort of stress reduction, improving sleep, managing digestion by eating a little bit less, are usually all that's needed to re-baseline you, especially if this is not a chronic issue. And even then, that's just a matter of time under the curve of bringing that stress down to help level those things out. And five, give good detailed feedback and fix these issues before they become chronic. As a coach, I need that feedback from my clients to give them the adjustments that they need. It's really important that as a client, you are giving that to your coach so they can make these adjustments. And it's important that you're not ignoring them for periods of time so that they then become chronic issues. You need to spend more time unwinding. I was able to really unwind in just a couple days because I had gotten on top of this, because I was in tune with my body. All right. So remember, no one is impervious to the stressors of daily life. I don't care who you are. Stress and life will catch up to you. Eventually, you need to understand how to manage it. To be highly successful with your physique goals, you must be aware of this. So, like I said, you need to be on top of this stuff so it doesn't become chronic. You have good reporting to yourself and back to your coach. And your coach or you need to have good objective decision making to not make snap judgments after, again, one or two variables. You have good execution. So the last couple of days, I was absolutely dialed in to make sure I pulled these things off in the time I wanted to pull them off in. And you need to be patient, right? That was just a 2-day adjustment. Even then, I was kind of like, oh, like, is this going to work? Even though I knew it was, right? Like, patience is absolutely key. It's so important. I actually have it on my arm. So when you're trying to achieve your high physique goals, you need to be patient with the process, whether it be advanced bodybuilders or someone who's trying to unwind decades of issues. All right. The adjustments and the next step forward is often simpler than you think. I hope you guys got something from this kind of proof of concept video. I hope you like these more application style videos. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them down in the comments and stay tuned for more.